What do you do to top it?
He's the best. He is literally
What
the
do
best.
you do to top that history?
Can't wait. Here we go.
Tom Holmoe and Halloween costumes are such a national story every year.
Seriously. Seriously.
We are live in Studio B. This is your day-to-day BYU Sports play-by-play. I am 1980s version of Spencer Linton alongside 1980s version of Jerem Jordan. Manifesting goodness, glory years.
6-year-old.
Let's go. It's time to welcome in the BYU athletic director for the 2024 Halloween costume reveal. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Tom Holmoe
as?
I have no idea.
Jafar, let's go! Let's go!
Yes, Iago. Welcome, Tom.
What's up, Tom?
Good morning, gents.
Good morning.
This is 49er red.
Okay, we're just making
can't
sure.
wear red
Yes,
officially.
you can.
Yeah, and it's not
absolutely. You should
exactly-
celebrate that Niner gang.
It's not that week either, quite yet.
Not white. Not yet.
Not
One
yet.
week to go.
You look amazing. How many hours on this one?
A few. Janine with a little OT today.
Every year.
She's the MVP.
She's so consistently amazing.
BYU Theater Arts makeup.
Well, your costume, again, never disappoints. What time did you wake up this morning?
Oh, just early. Got my smoothie and head down to makeup. You know how it is. You guys
Holy
are pros.
cow.
You do it every day.
Now, you've done two
Not
costumes
like this.
now in the Aladdin world. You've been the genie and now Jafar.
Yeah. Someone said, "How about Aladdin?" I said, "I'm a little too old for Aladdin. I don't go around wearing no shirt, like a vest with no shirt underneath it much anymore."
The bird on the shoulder
Yes.
is incredible.
Someone said, "Oh, what a great Iago costume," and that's Iago, by the way.
Yeah, oh yeah,
if you don't
Iago.
know.
Yes.
And I'm just the accessory.
That's funny.
The staff. Look at the staff.
It's legit. I don't like snakes, so this is very fun.
Oh, let me just put this right
Yeah,
here.
just put it right there. I'm pretty sure it's not real.
The
although I've seen Prince of
all-powerful
Egypt.
Tom Holmoe is with us on
Yeah.
BYU Sports Nation.
Okay, why Jafar this year?
I just start looking early, sometimes January, February, March. I usually, when I get on an airplane, I'll look at some of the iconic covers, and I was watching. I love the Disney
Of the movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was looking at the covers to see if there's any iconic characters, and I was watching. I like the Disney movies, the animated ones. My sister used to work for Disney Animation, so I just saw Jafar. It landed. Janine, how's Jafar? Can we do Jafar? Can we
Yes.
knock it off? Yes. Call Rhonda, who does the costume. Amazing job.
So
and I
good.
said, Rhonda, Jafar? Yes, we're on. That's it. Once I get those two, we're rolling.
So does Rhonda make this herself?
From scratch, everything.
That's amazing.
Including this.
The staff
Wow.
too?
Everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
everything.
not like you just go on Amazon and buy Jafar,
No.
you know what I'm saying?
You know, I go for a few fittings just to make sure it all works out, but it's not off the shelf.
Have they said no to anything? Have you been like, oh,
Well-
what about this? And they're like, too much.
After Rafiki, Rhonda said, let's stay away from animals from now. I'm not really good with fur. So this is the only animal that she
Yes.
can do. She's pretty good with snakes.
That's pretty good. We're showing a montage here. What's been your favorite one?
You know, I really don't have, that's like saying which is your favorite kids.
I got a favorite kid.
I think they're all fun.
You and Deion Sanders, Jerem.
The one that listens.
I mean, as I look back at them now, they're all fun.
Just so much work. It's like, but we're going on like a decade plus now, Tom. of
Were you
just
doing it
epic
before?
Halloween
No,
costumes?
no, you know the story. So the story is that one year, many moons ago, our women's soccer team dresses up in theme every year.
They go hard.
So one of them said, hey, what are you going to be? You dressing up tomorrow, Tom? I'm like, yeah. What are you going to be? I said, oh, it's a surprise tomorrow. So I showed up. I came home, no idea. I asked my kids, what should I be for Halloween? They had no idea. So they said, how about like Justin Bieber? So I wear like a little jeans and a T-shirt. I have this little funky wig and a little chain. I show up and the girls go, that is the worst costume ever for Halloween. And so I'm like, I'm a little competitive. So the next year I said, all right, we're on.
Yeah. Bring it.
The rest is history.
The rest is history. It's
Okay.
awesome.
I'm not going to ask you to say, bring me the lamp. Okay. I'll do that for you.
That was pretty good.
But if you had 3 wishes for BYU athletics
nice.
Oh,
moving
boy.
forward,
Very
That
nice.
was quick of you. I'm
Come on.
surprised because I know you didn't know what was going on.
no.
I'd say stability.
Okay.
You know, I've thought about this a lot. When you look at BYU football and BYU athletic history, it's been a long, long time that the teams have been stable. You know, you'll have some ups and downs, but if you look at BYU football, We're in the top 10. I think we're 8 right now in total wins over the last 50 years.
Amazing.
And I think that comes from stability, and that starts with Lavelle Edwards and the tradition that he laid down, the great players that he brought through, the culture that he created. You bring in Coach Mendenhall, who adds a little flavor that's a little bit different to that adds and makes it stronger. And then Coach Kalani, who adds a totally different touch.
Yes, he does.
And I think all 3 of those coaches, if you look at those 3 coaches over an extended period of time, that's a long time of stability. There's been some ups and downs in all 3 of their tenures, but I think one of the keys was not making a lot of drastic changes just because. I mean, the fans love the fact that their team goes up, and they don't like it when the team goes down. But I think that looking at BYU football, they're going to be stable, and that's 1. 2, keep Sports Nation alive for
Let's go. Let's go.
I mean,
Thanks, Tom.
it ignites Cougar Nation every day. I can't tell you how many times, and you know this, that people tune in from around the world. It's on mobile, and it's on radio. It's everywhere. And I think that Cougar Nation and the brand of BYU has been greatly enhanced by your show. So thank you for that.
Thanks. Yeah, we're all in this
and
together.
then 3 is just keep on bringing the Cougs, the players. I mean, it's really all about the players and personnel, players and coaches. But if you look back, there's a lot of great games, and games are made famous by great players and great plays. And Bill Walsh used to always say, to have a great year, you have to have your greatest players, your best players have to have their best years. And I think right now, if you look at our team, our best players are playing really, really well. And they're complemented by our core guys. So you look at special teams right now.
Amazing.
Special teams' core is really good. So I'm not even talking, I mean, you have fakes and returns and field goals and kickoff returns, punt returns and all that, but they're core guys. They're playing super. You won't know their names, but that's the core of what we do. I love that part of it.
That was a great answer, Tom. You didn't even know that was coming. That was pretty good.
3
Yeah,
wishes.
that was great. By the way, we're wearing this is the Clay Brown. We're kind of 1980s, BYU fans. You actually wore these jerseys.
Yes, indeed.
They're very different now.
Yeah, you didn't tuck them in. They flew around, and your hips were exposed. I had a few hip pointers. I love them, though. Just looking at them, it brings back a lot of memories, especially that Holiday Bowl insignia. It's really, we were in the first Holiday Bowl against Navy. It's a long time ago. And we're back bowling this year. It's fun to be back.
Incredible.
Can you smell the jersey when you look at it? Probably smell terrible, right?
I kind of can. I mean, I really, what I think about immediately is Jack Murphy Stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just such an iconic stadium, and it's sad that it's gone, but it's been a long, long time. Stadiums do need to be refreshed. So, yeah, I have really deep-seated feelings and emotions and a lot of stories about the Holiday Bowl.
When do we get the 46 jersey? Okay? Because we need to make that happen. I think your son Danny can make that happen, Tom.
Danny said which number we should have said, not 46.
That's awesome. Okay, next Tuesday, the College Football Playoff Committee is going to come out with the rankings. Do you care where BYU is? Because ultimately, you got to get to the Big 12 title game. And if you're undefeated, you're probably in the playoff. But if there's one loss, you probably got to win that game. Winning will work itself out. So do you care where BYU is?
I'm not going to use the word care. I'm going to say I'm interested. But like for us right now, this team, Kalani has these guys and his staff and the players, the leadership on the team. They have them at a real good spot. So like it's amazing that they haven't. You don't really hear them getting too far out ahead of themselves or out over their skis. And I really love the fact that, hey, we got another game. We have a bye week this week, and they're talking about the bye week. And everyone knows the importance of the next game against University of Utah. But, like, it won't really matter on Tuesday if we don't take care of business next week. And then after that, the next week. So after we were like 2-0, people said, wow, what's the next big game? I said, the next one. And then what? The next one. And so, like, now, when you're on this real nice momentum going your way, you just think, like, they say one game at a time, right, Tom? I say one play at a time. One play at a time.
Yeah, let's minimize that and just kind of go small steps, because BYU has traversed a long way with those small steps. And because you have been a coach before, like, do you have conversations with Kalani about the mentality of the team, or do you just let him do his thing?
No, I let him do his thing. I think it's dangerous. Like, I know a little too much about football, and I always think that people that are GMs or presidents of teams or ADs, I learned that kind of when I was coaching. I would see the administration, and there's a role for administration, but it's not to be in the X's and O's, the football part. Kalani and I will talk about the team, and I basically listen to him. If he has questions for me, he'll ask, and I'm careful about how I ask them. But I mean, they're doing so well. If I stuck my nose in it, that would be a terrible thing to do.
Okay, general state of BYU athletics right now. You got women's cross country at number 1. Men's cross country number 2, trying to win over the weekend. Women's soccer has kind of rebounded nicely to get a bye in the Big 12 tournament. They might be in with that win over Texas Tech. We'll see. Women's volleyball, top 20. They got a huge match tonight with Arizona State. How you feeling about the general state of Cougar athletics? And obviously, men and women's basketball started some exhibitions this week as well.
Yeah, I'll go back to stability. I think if you look at those programs too, super coaches that are going to be in there. Recruits know what they're getting from those coaches. The kids come in, the young freshmen and sophomores, they know those seniors. There's not a lot of movement. Knock on wood, you have this transfer portal issue. BYU's benefited from it, and not really. We've had a few players that we've lost through the years, but I think that stability is such an important part of it. And then just let them grow, develop, build, and then redo. Like when you talk about soccer, I'm super, super proud of them because they had one starter from last year's soccer, what do you call it?
College Cup.
College Cup. One starter, and that's the keeper because of graduation, missions, and injury.
Yeah.
And then we get ranked number 1 in this Big 12, and I think we were like in the top
Number 3
in the national
country.
rankings. Yeah.
And I'm telling people across the country that are asking me, wow, you got a top 5 soccer team. I'm like, we have no starters back. And they took it on the chin a little bit early, and like you said, they've bounced back. And I'm probably more proud of this team this year than most of the teams that I've seen in that. Now, the teams that have gone to the College Cup they're loaded, they're dynamite. Those are teams that come around every once in a while. For Jen, it's a little bit more than every once in a while. But I love that.
Iago's counterpart, Jafar, has escaped the Arabian Nights to join us in Studio B.
I always love these serious questions. They go out on social, and there's no context. It's just Tom dressed
That's why we're covering it with video.
answering about the college football playoff.
Just think I was going to be when I get on the Big 12 AD call today.
Is that today again?
They think I'm a little crazy anyway.
Good. We're here for it. All right. I want to finish with the quarterback at BYU, Jake Retzlaff, and this ambassador role he has taken with all of the national media and how he has handled being the Jewish quarterback at Brigham Young University, a school that is clearly sponsored by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. From your perspective, how has Jake handled this national attention and this unique scenario?
Yeah, I think Jake has done a great job of handling it well. I mean, he's in a rock'em sock'em competition for that quarterback spot. And it comes right down to the end when they make a decision that he's going to be the number 1, QB1. But I think that I'll add to that. He has handled it extremely well. He couldn't have done that without the team. You know, I've been on teams where there's a ton of diversity in every way. And the teams that deal with, unify, they're together, they build this incredible culture together with diversity, whether it's religious or racial or location or age, whatever it might be. You have to allow everyone on your team to thrive in their own way. And I think if you look at BYU, like last year, another great example of that was Ali Khalifa during basketball season, where during Ramadan, you know, he was able to worship the way he loved his maker, and the team around him supported him.
Yeah.
And it was just a beautiful thing to see that. And it wasn't so much that they were showing it out there, that was him. The same thing with Jake. I think Jake has strong spiritual beliefs, and our team, and I credit Kalani and the staff for creating a culture where that's not just acceptable, it's like nourished, and people cherish that everyone has that opportunity.
There's not another football team that will have studied or had more questions or, academic research or religious of Judaism than BYU, maybe. We're very interested. He's always said, everyone's super interested in Judaism here. It's like, well, yes, we believe we're literally related, so let's go. It's awesome.
Great to have you on the show, Tom.
Thank you.
Studio.
Always good to have you.
Incredible. This
Again,
is
out of
something we look
context
forward to
clips.
every
It's going to
year.
be real fun on social.
Hey,
What's out of context mean?
we look forward to this every
I
year.
got a show for you. Arrested Development.
Okay, I got
Thanks
you.
for coming on, Tom.
Hey, were you rocking denim on denim in 1984?
I'm looking at that right now. The only thing missing is I had a mustache.
You're right. I should have added a stash.
For Halloween, you could have.
It's been
That's
growing one for a
true.
week.
And,
They're quite
I
common.
do want to say, looking at that 85, some people have asked me, why not 84, the national championship team? But I love the fact that it's 85, that one play, that great play, was really something that will stand forever in Cougar lore. And I want to just shout out to Clay Brown.
Heck yeah.
Clay Brown, one of the greatest players ever at BYU.
Clay's awesome. We
had him on prior
enjoyed
to the-
talking to him on the show.
Prior to the SMU game, we had him on. It was awesome. Well, thanks for coming on, Tom. Good to see you.
The power of the Cougars.
Bring me the lamp.